In this video, you'll learn what creates posture, what shapes posture, and how you can change it for the long term. I'm Kevin Taylor. I'm a certified exercise specialist here in New York City, and I'm going to take you through the Posture 101 course. What creates posture? Posture is created by your genetics, your past injuries, your habitual ways of sitting, standing, sleeping, and moving, and your emotional states. And I'm going to say with emotional states that most people are not going to see this at first, but when you start to try it out, it's so true. When you think about a time when you felt really, really good, like on top of the world good, like everything was going your way, how are you standing, how are you breathing, how are you moving? I'm just going to guess that you were standing up tall, you were moving with strong movements, you were breathing fully. And now when you think about a time when you felt really sad, really down, maybe even depressed, was your movement slower? Was your breathing shallower? Was your back a little more arched, shoulders a little more forward? If that's what happened, then you're definitely using your posture to help you create these emotional states. So by understanding that emotional states help create posture, you're one step closer to changing your posture. And of course, what you do with your body when you're sitting, you're standing, you're sleeping, and you're moving is all going to play into that hugely as well. So what does having bad posture really create in your life? Well, having bad posture can create pain, as you know, from a stiff neck or from having a shoulder pain, maybe a low back pain, pain in your hips. These all can be posture related. It can lead to injury. So if your lower back is hurting long enough, you may end up getting an injury. You may have an injury in your shoulder because your posture's been out of alignment. It can create a lot of different issues, and that injury that you have from having bad posture now in the future will create even more injuries. And so these really can lower your self-esteem, because in having bad posture, you're putting yourself into these positions that don't support you feeling good and moving well, and that can really affect your self-esteem, and ultimately can lead to a lack of self-confidence. A lack of confidence in your ability to interact with people, in your confidence to move, in your confidence to do the things that make you successful, whether it be in your business, in your relationship, or with your friends. So who else are you giving bad posture to? Because when people like each other, they tend to adopt similar postures. It's called rapport. Even if the postures are horrible, ugly, and even painful. So if you like someone enough and they've got good enough rapport with you, you'll literally start to stand like them and move like them. So if they're slouched down in their chair and their butt's way forward on the chair and their back is up at the top of the chair and their lower back is really just sitting there like a hammock, you're going to start to do that too, and you start to develop these painful postures just from liking someone. Now, if on the other hand, you are in a strong, confident posture and you have really good rapport with this person, you can bring them up. You can bring them into a strong, confident posture. But this is rare in our culture because most people have conditioned themselves to sit in painful, ugly ways, and it's going to only cut the quality of their life. And you know who really picks up on this the most? Is children. Because children look to their parents and other adults around them as their first set of role models and will begin to copy you almost instantly. And what I mean by this is that you have the responsibility of making sure that your posture is something that you can transfer on to the youth around you, because they're watching you. They're watching your every movement, whether they want to admit it, whether you realize it, it's happening. And the more that you can represent a strong individual to them, the more that you can represent positivity, passion, power, they're going to pick up on that, and they're going to subconsciously start to improve their posture. Now, why can't you just sit up straight? I mean, people ask me that. I can fix my posture. I can just sit up straight. Well, sitting up straight is a short-term, quick fix that will actually trick you into thinking you're fixing your posture when you're not. It takes all your conscious effort to make sure that you're sitting up straight, and you're doing it for the short term. So there's no real change happening. You're just consciously directing what you're doing at that moment. And while it's nice, it's often done incorrectly and can actually make your posture worse and hurt you. So what most people do when they try to sit up straight is they just arch their lower back. So they feel like their chest is up higher and they feel like their spine is longer, but they're actually crushing their lower spine. And if you do this habitually, if you continuously try to correct your posture by sitting up straight and you're not actually doing things that are going to support you in the long term, you're hurting yourself. And the only way to change this is to recondition your body. You must do this. You must recondition your body to stay in a healthier posture, because you've conditioned your body to stay in bad posture, and that's why it feels comfortable now. And that's why you don't notice it until you say, hey, why does my back hurt? Oh, it's because I'm sitting with my butt, 6 inches away from the back of the seat, and I'm slouching. So how do you create this long-term posture change? Well, to create this kind of change, you must recondition your body by focusing on the 3 pillars of posture change. And these pillars are going to help you establish a way to quickly and easily transform your posture into something you're proud of, something that people respect you for and people can see as a strength in you. How many times have you gone somewhere and seen somebody that was really confident, really carried themselves well, they interact with people with that confidence and that passion that you respect? What were they doing with their body? They had great posture, didn't they? They were able to be comfortable with being in a strong position. And that's what you can teach yourself to do by following the 3 pillars. So what are they anyway? Well, the 3 pillars are focus, condition, and environment. So by honing your focus and by understanding why you're going after perfect posture, you can enable yourself to put all of your resources behind it. The second pillar is condition. Condition is going to recondition your body to be in the place that it needs to be for this powerful, positive emotions. And in doing that, you can start to enhance your focus because your conditioning is going to reinforce it. And finally, the most overlooked pillar of this whole system is the environment, because most people never consider the environment they're in and how that affects their posture. The environment can be anything from the way you physically sit at your desk, to the way you hold your phone, to the way you interact with your friends. Some people have friends that they really love and they're good people, but they have horrible posture. So when they're with them, they start to adopt those postures and they start to sink down. So the way to correct this is to even get your friends behind you on this as well and say, hey, you know what? I'm really trying to work on my posture here. Could you let me know anytime you see me kind of hunching over or doing any of these weird things that I've noticed that I do? Just give me a little reminder that helped me out so much. You do 2 things with that. You really enhance your own ability to improve your posture, but you do one thing even better. For the people that you care about, the people that you really care about, you have a chance to help them improve their posture too. Because while they're reminding you, they have to be thinking about posture in general. And when they think about posture in general, they're going to think about their posture. And think about all the things that you're focusing on, the reason why you're looking this up, the reason why you're pursuing this. You're going to transfer some of that to them, so they can begin to start their own journey, improve their own posture, and feel better about their own body. So you're really doing a service to everyone around you. And these are the 3 pillars. If you follow these, your posture will change forever, for positive ways, and you're going to feel great.